put anything in the background. I forget. To be fair, I don't really have. I say I forget. I don't really have that much intention of fixing it. I know I should. I don't know what to put there. I don't have to go back to the old thing. I like changing things. I don't like it when things stay the same. Anyway, I'm here. I don't know where any I don't actually know where the songs are that I got for this were. It's not in here, is it? No, it wouldn't be. Uh, is it in here? No. Oh, excuse me. Where did I... Why did I not store those anywhere? I mean, I should have that. They should be in here. Never mind. No, it won't be in there. Oh, it'd be here if anywhere. Ah, there it is. Okay, I found where they are. I just need to make it work, but I can't bother to do it now. Hi, zombie. That's my kind of fit, that is, zombie. Shows off who you really are. Hi, Maya. Ugh. Ugh. No lumberjacking. There better be no lumberjacking here. Okay. Let's crack this open. Well, you probably won't notice, I have changed things up. I mean, you'll notice in one regard, but you probably won't notice, like, now that I've fixed the echo in this room. I think the noise gates and things were helping to reduce that, but that's just something to be aware of. Black shirt, black pants, black shoes, one of those chastity underwear things. The devils cannot get to you. Sorry, darling, but I wear a chastity belt. There will be no sex until post-menopause. I like my women post-menopausal. Let me. I've got nothing to really linger on this page for, so I'm just gonna go to here. See, look, you can see that. I'm in a slightly different room. Sorry. There's a slight different background to where I am in fixing the echo. Oops. I don't think you saw that, so that's fine. It was nothing like revealing. It was just my desktop background for a moment. I got flashbanged by a dog wearing glasses. Turn that down a little bit because the highs are going pretty high. There we go. So extraterrestrial. But yeah, so I've got this. I actually, hold on. Just you're gonna have to accept the music's gone for a moment. I actually now look like I'm in some kind of one of those like fucking Taliban videos. Like I look like I'm in a live leak video that would fucking that I would have like Bin Laden next to me. But that's it might look like a green screen because it technically is, but it isn't a green screen because it wouldn't work as one. I tested it; it would not work as one. You can see because obviously it's like really bright up here and then dark down there, and for some reason, like the color key filter of OBS looks at this color and thinks it's incredibly similar to just myself. Like when doing the little similarity slider, it's like similarity 50%, 51% you can't see anything, 50% you see everything, but then 1% fucking everything's gone. The color key tool in OBS is awful when you're not got everything set up. Ironing in it wouldn't change anything because it was ironed and like fairly decently done in the other room, and the problem is that I have to, every time I want to use it, every time I want to use it, I have to like play around with the settings for like half an hour to actually get it to work properly, and I just can't be bothered to do that. And so this isn't a green screen, though it may look like one. It's actually an integral part of my room's sound setup because this is deadening the sound significantly. It's also like pulled away from the wall, so you can see there's quite a bit of wall, and there's quite a bit of gap between it and the wall, and it's currently duct taped to that weird little pervert window that all British houses seem to have above the door, and clipped onto the pole that holds the curtain rod. That. Hi, Salty. So, I'm sure. Sorry. Are you sure Aunt 60? You heard the plague was back in the UK. The plague is everywhere currently in the UK. It's the rats. The plague of rats have invaded the UK and started giving everyone the plague. But there we go. That's just explaining why I now have this here, just in case you're wondering. It will probably shake a little bit and might actually just fall off because, like I said, it is just kind of, it's like a clip. I haven't got one nearby. I've got like a clip that clips onto the thing, and then I've got a zip tie going through the hole on the clip, and then I've got that zip tie duct taped or gorilla taped to the pervert window. I didn't hide the radiator because I don't want the radiator hidden, because if I hid the radiator, that would reduce the radiator's efficiency and it wouldn't be as warm in here because all the heat would get trapped behind here. I have no idea what plague clip you're on about, Maya. I actually think that as far as I'm concerned, as far as I'm aware, everyone currently talking is older than 17. Actually, I don't know about Zombie. I don't think Zombie has ever mentioned, but I don't need to know. Unless Visphoric is like a super genius that became a bioengineer at the age of 15. Oh, my audio is not working. This is a bitrate and a half. I have never heard someone shout that before. Well, I'm glad that I now know about Plague. There we go. Let me just get everything back up and running. Also, hi, Vispheric. But that's the thing, is that I'm not using it as a green screen, as I was saying, so it's not really a problem. I don't really need to have it there, and if I need to, I can just pull it out from the other side. New sound redeem. I haven't got any space for sound redeems. I've used them all. What am I using it for? To make people think that I'm actually in the jungle because they see green and go, "Oh, he's not inside. He's actually outside. That's the jungle, or maybe like a field." Da, da, da. Uh. Da, 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 da. Nah, it deadens the sound in here, so it makes it less echoey. It's not really a problem for the stream, but it annoys me, so just makes the room feel a little bit more like cozy. Because whenever I talk, it's not like bouncing around the walls; it gets softened by this. It's integral. I've also got like some of the old panels, like acoustic foam panels, I've ripped off the wall in my bedroom and stuck to the door rather haphazardly, but I don't think that's actually changing anything. And by that I mean I know it's not, because I actually put those up there before putting the green screen on the wall, and it did nothing. So to the window, use a gigantic nail. I could nail it to the wall, to be fair. I wanted to support it in the middle because it's currently like sagging in between 2 points, so I wanted to have it supported in the middle. There used to be like some kind of wind chime thing in the room. It wasn't a wind chime, I don't know what it was, but it was like hanging from the ceiling, and I filled that hole when I was decorating. But it had a hook in it, so I was wondering if I could find that hook, I could like poke it back through the hole and then like attach a clip to some string and hold it up. I couldn't find the hook, so I've decided not to do that, and it's probably fine. And if worst comes to worst, it'll just fall off. The duct tape will come off, and I'll just stick it back up again. If I yank off, if I yank off into a green screen on accident, but then when I stream it, it doesn't get chroma keyed, so I just start streaming small comments on the comes patches. I'm not going to be yanking off onto the green screen. I'm not touching. The green screens are horrible to deal with because you have to have everything set up like perfectly so that the color is like fine. Because like this color, our eyes say it's green, but like it's closer to grey. But so is everything on the camera at the moment. Like this looks red, but I'm almost certain that if it's like really desaturated, so the computer basically just reads it as grey or black, and so it's just difficult to deal with. Like that color there is pretty much yellow. That color there is basically blue. So, you know, great information to know if you're an artist and wondering how light and color works, but absolutely useless if you need to put a green screen up. I did actually used to do that when I was doing when I would do green screen streams previously. I would, oops, wrong one. One thing that I would do would be I would increase the saturation by X amount, and then put the color key on it, and then decrease the saturation underneath that, so it would do it in that order. It wouldn't really work that well, but it like kind of did a little bit. No, we don't use wank anymore. We use yank. We're yanking off. It may have been a it may have been a mistype, but yanking off is now the polite way of saying wanking. I'm going for a yank. Welcome, yankers. Da, 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 da. But yeah, no, I also just don't like using green screen. I personally, even if I have a green screen in the background, I much prefer just being in a little window. Green screening is useful for things, but I don't know, it just feels a little bit more. I don't know. I don't know what the word is. Like that kind of fake, like the noviceness, the fact that being a streamer is like more relatability. That's it. It's more relatable. It's more relatable to be not on a green screen because most people don't exist inside a green screened void. Most people. You're nothing but a yanker. But yeah, I got my Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 for the GameCube arrived today, so now I'm a proud owner of those again. Nothing like special about that. I just ordered them the other day. I was like, I could own those. GameCube games have come down in price, or at least they've kind of stabilized in price quite a bit, so they're not as expensive anymore. Well, it's either that or just no one wants Sonic Adventure 1 and 2. Because, well, at least they are possibly the best Sonic games ever, but I don't know why anyone would really want them, because you could also buy them on PC. So, you can get them on Steam. I need to go to my local priest and ask him to tighten the chastity belt. Hi, Bender. I don't know if that's how priests work. I could go and ask one. There's one not too far away from here. The local parish. I can't remember what reverend. That's it. No, I haven't read the Odyssey. Why would I read the Odyssey? I'm not like 72 in Greek. Dun 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 dun. Our local, the local reverend in for this like village, is a woman actually. So it'd be even more weird for me to walk up to her and say, "Can you tighten my chastity belt?" Because that's like, that could mean several things. Hello, Lay. Hello. Good evening. You tighten my chastity belt. It's my pickup line. I'm going to say that. I'm going to go to a pub and say that to a woman. Do you think it'd work? Do you think if I go up to someone and say, "You tighten my chastity belt," that would work? Okay, something that I thought of just before I started the stream. I wanted to check something in. Absolutely not. No, that doesn't sound right. So, the calling is this one where they all went overboard. How many people went missing during that? 2. Okay. Don't just bear with me for a second. And in this one, this is where they get attacked by crabs. I was wondering if the people that went missing during the calling were the crabs that came aboard. Because there were people-looking things on the back of the crabs, but if there's only 2 crabs, if there's more than 2 crabs, then that isn't going to work. We'd have to go to the very beginning to see how many crabs were coming aboard, wouldn't we? Which would be here. Forgot how. Oh, it's like right in front of me. Is it you? Is it you? Yeah. 1 crab, 2 crabs. There are 2 crabs. Was there only 2 crabs that came aboard? Because if there's only 2 crabs that came aboard, my running theory is that these crabs are the people that fell overboard during the calling. But I can't remember how many crabs there were. Where's the door? Now that I know that there's 2, I would like to leave. In the calling, sorry, what was this? She's talking with like 2 other people. You pop in and say, "Thank you for tightening my chesty belt this week." So the calling was these lot here. what happened is I can't fully remember what happened, but for some reason, yeah. So after murder, I think it's what we assumed to be the fourth mate, second mate, took this box out here to go and do something. Oh no, I think he was just fleeing to the mainland. He was taking the box and fleeing with the Chinese delegation. Am I using the word delegation correctly? I think I am. He was taking the Chinese party with him. No, but then... Oh, wait. No, but why would... No, I didn't want to... Yeah, and then while they're out there, they get attacked by mermaids. To which... Are you the Chinese guy? Yeah, to which he then reaches into the box and, like, sucks their souls in. But they mentioned at some point during all of this, not that. Where is it? Yeah, so they are trying to get to the Canaries, presumably the Canary Islands, with with the Chinese people and whoever I can't remember the names of. They were trying to get there, and then they get attacked by the mermaids, and they all die in varying ways. And then eventually he turns around to come back to the boat saying, I have treasure. So what I assume is that all this he was trying to get away with the box, like he wanted it or something. And then regretted it immediately. Although he did come back with the bodies of these things. They are definitely dying. So he came back. Oh, maybe this thing here is like sucking out their shells? No, because the shell's there. So he brings them back with those. 2 people go missing during this, and 2 crabs, I think, attack the boat. So that is my running theory at the moment, is that happens. Is that the two people that fall overboard get turned into crabs and attack the ship. That doesn't really help us in any way. I don't think. All it does is potentially give us just a bit more of the story. Possibly. I don't think I figured out how she died. Or did I? Did it? Oh no. Okay, yeah, that one there was confirmed. So I'm pretty certain that's everything. But if if the 2 guys that were sucked underwater, or at least disappeared, if they were both crabs, if they are, would that give us a hint as to who either they are? Probably not, because I think I might actually already know some of them. But would it give us any more hints as to who they're like? If I was a big mutant sea crab, would I want to go after someone in particular? I don't think they'd be acting as themselves. But if they were attacking someone, it might... They seem to have just been going below deck, which I think, or at least I assume, is where the shell would have been stored. Although right at the very bottom was the tattooed guy, who somehow managed to teleport from the top to the bottom. And I think I think I have been in everywhere so far. I think I've been in every door that's open. There was just one area that I don't know if it is a... That seems important. There was just one door now that I remember that I was unable to go in. And that is the door at the very, very bottom. That goes into the brig or whatever. This door here. Okay. So now now I'm kind of at a loss as to where I'm going. In the chapters I haven't seen, the book shows the location of a body. Of the body. Which chapters haven't I been in yet? Chapter 2. On the Orlop deck. Where's the Orlop deck then? Main gun Orlop. So just somewhere in here. There is a body on for whatever that chapter was. Okay. Won't let me in. Wait, haven't I checked? Around here? No, I've checked here. I've checked here. This is where I just was. Was there anyone in here? There was no one down here. I feel like I've checked all the bodies out here. Or in there. Can't go over there. And unless I'm missing someone, there's no one in here. Unless there's like someone's toe hidden behind like a door or a chair. Okay. We'll check the med bay again. Oh, he's got a magical toe. Come on. So I've done this body. Given that one of the options for why someone's dead is simply to expire of old age, I'm kind of interested in what that's all about. Can I interact with this? Oh, I can interact with this. Thought it looked different. This sounds like it might be it.
Hit her here. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. Here? Yeah. Come on before she kicks up.
Okay. They're killing a cow.
You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Chuck?
Mind your shoes now.
Okay. This guy here is called Charlie. Oh, it's... No, never mind, that's someone else. I was wondering if this was that coward guy that we see everywhere. Okay. They're killing animals. Okay. Are you the coward guy? No. Then there is either the butcher or the cook. I think it's the butcher. Okay. Anyone around up to no good? Presumably, considering that that's what this whole game's about. He's got a... Oh, that's the guy with the monkey. I'm glad I don't have to identify the monkey. Oh, dead body. It's nice to see all these things happening. You know, just simultaneously. Like, everyone on board the ship seemingly just got goes about their day and their business doing things that are completely unrelated to each other. I know that's like how a ship. There's a lot of people on a ship, but I feel like killing a cow is probably not is the least of your concerns if someone's carrying a body down the stairs. Okay. So it's oops. So who's the like who was the dead person in this one? Was it this person here? Yeah, okay. So this was the dead person in this. We don't know how he died, but we do know that that person does in fact exist. Oh, and you're here. Whose body I entered with? But I entered with the cow skull. So what, is it the cow's body? Do I have to name the cow? I know how the cow died. Okay, no, there just isn't a body for it. So I imagine that the other guy is and I assume that these here are this bit at the top is talking about the dead guy. Yeah. Was the cow French? What language was the cow speaking? What was the accent of the cow? Can anyone tell? Oh, nice and simple this time. Didn't take me on a wild goose chase. Oh, excuse me.
Well, same as the other fellow. Some lung disease.
Oh,
Consumption.
oh. I was going to say, is it consumption?
Will it spread? If so, we'd all have it. They must have picked it up at the Alaska house. I checked all hands just now, and everyone is healthy.
And him? What are his chances?
I gave him some laudanum. We'll see.
Isn't laudanum cocaine? To be fair, I'm glad that they did shoot down my idea of consumption immediately because I couldn't actually remember what it was called. Okay, so 2 people are dying of cough. Miscellaneous cough. Is he the dead guy did this guy just die? I assume he's the one that just died. Sorry, my phone buzzed at me and it scared me. It's just eBay. Yeah, so you're presumably... Have we identified you as the doctor? We have got... We know you're the doctor, we just don't know what happened to you. You are Comstock, but which Comstock? That's the third mate, Martin. And then you are James Wallace, the surgeon's mate. Okay. I assume that... No, it was perfectly reasonable for me to figure out who the surgeons were previously, but this would be a good time to figure it out if I had not. Okay, so he did... That was him moving. Okay, so this person, we don't know who he is. He met an unknown fate. He coughed to death. I might... Oh, illness. Although I saw the word poisoned, so... And as the guy was saying, it's nothing like... He died of something. They don't know what it is, and it's not contagious. So it sounds a bit like poison. I'll leave it as illness for now. Red light Comstock. Leaning towards poison. Okay. Come on, cocoon, man. Russian. Нет. Okay. Number 54. So we know that this is number 54 in here. Unless they were having to share. One guy around here is Russian, but they were playing a game, so I assume it's someone over here is Russian. This guy was speaking a language that I don't recognize. Persian, maybe. That might be the Persian guy. That is, in fact, not the Persian guy, but if he is, in fact, speaking that language, then he's one of the 4 Indians. You are... No idea. You're just there watching. You're... The guy... Oh, you're the other guy that died. Okay. Oh, wait. He's number 51, so we know who he is now. And we could possibly assume that these guys are... One of them is at least 47 or whatever that number is. Hark! On the horizon, a man. Coughing into a handkerchief. They said his name. I think it was this person here. No, wait, it was this person. I think it was Solomon Syed. I think. Let me... Okay, door open. Let me read it again. Yeah. So this person here, if he was going to... Oh, wait, where's he gone? You. If I'm putting him down as illness, but I think I personally think that it's poison. We've named you. You are number 10. Presumably, as long as X means 10, but that wouldn't make any sense. What is X? Why is he X? Is he an X-Man? Is that Wolverine? What's so special about you? Let's go. Fucking Magneto. Someone over here is speaking Russian, but I don't know. I assume if I knew how to play poker, I could maybe figure out which one was cheating. But they were just talking about... they were just... At least 2 of these people are Russian in this little gaggle here. Who looks Russian? They may all be Russian. Okay. I wonder if... Like, when there is something important in this game, it's surrounded by more of the... Like, the static, the noise. So I wonder if the fact that these here are currently filled. Number 56 is currently filled. Yeah. Now, I'm not changing this. But if we know that number 56 has already been taken, so that's completely useless. If we know that 58 is potentially Patrick O'Hagan, and he is a seaman, then if we know it wouldn't actually help at all. I don't know why I really need to know that. It probably would, because if we know that, like, what time of the day they sleep at, then we could figure stuff out, but... I'm not Irish, I'm British. There's a difference. O'Hagan. But yes, like all these, I think all of these will be, it's like 59, 39. We might already have 39. Okay, so they're not all, they're not all, whatever the fuck, seamen. One slip of the mind, other names of the ship are dislodged. That is what would happen. 3 people died. Who was the third death? We got the two illness / poison and the cow. Does the cow count? I'm going to assume it's saying that the cow counts. Okay. R.I.P. cow. Okay. Oh, what's happening?
Oi!
What's him?
You in there somewhere?
I am.
Storm's coming!
That's unfortunate.
Finish your business and climb down here!
Am I required to leave? It feels like I'm... It feels like it's gonna tell me, it's gonna be like... Alright, you should have gained everything by now. You know what, I forgot how to navigate this book. Were these both... These were both Indians, weren't they? Both men of India. I'm gonna put them down. I personally, because they said that it was not, because they said that it was not contagious. I'm personally gonna put it down as poisoning. I don't care if it's right or wrong. That's my hunch, is that it's poisoning. Like any good detective, I have to go on a hunch. Okay. So have I seen what chapters haven't I seen? I've seen The Calling. I've seen Unholy Captives. I've seen Soldiers of the Sea. And Doom. Have I seen have I seen everything now? Is that what this is telling? No, I haven't seen Bargain. Oh, that's until I have to leave. I have to finish for that. Okay. Then Escape. There's nothing actually on Escape, but I do need to know who these people are. One of which is someone's mother, I think. One of which is the mother of Peter, or Pete. Oh, excuse me. But there isn't, as far as I'm aware, if they're on as a passenger, then these women, none of them have the last name Milroy. But I do think that they are that one of them is Emily Jackson and the other is Miss Jane Bird. And they fled to somewhere during the escape, I think. I would assume. Unknown passenger is presumably alive, unless escape is a thing. Is presumably alive somewhere. So we don't know where, though. Unless we do. Unless there is information to imply where they are. Where would the passengers stay during on a boat like this? Because that's the thing. Is throughout the entire story, I've yet to actually see those women, other than when they are leaving. Like, you see them here at one point. A door unlocked, I think, at some point. I'm not sure, though. I don't think this is where they would have been hanging out. That may have been, though, as I speculated. I think the door sound effect is just saying that I can actually leave. Because I don't know where any other door is that would have unlocked earlier. Because this is the only door I haven't been able to unlock, and I don't actually know if there's anything in there. Something's open though, so I assume that if I can open it, if I can go in there, then it seems like there is something further at the very bottom, because that's where the captain disappeared to. During the Kraken attack, the captain disappeared all the way down to the bottom, and then the Kraken disappeared. Alright, I want to find out what happened to this woman. Who are you? You're in 3 memories. First memory is in this one, when they're being shuttled out from in here. They're standing here because the woman is dying, Abigail is being beaten to death by the rigging here. They're standing here and being told, like, stand back by someone else during that. Show memories on deck map. And then the only other times you see them, the only other time you see them is during the Escape Part 2. Yeah, you see them at the end of Doom, and you see them at the start of Escape. Have I been over there? Yeah, I have, because that's where the start of Doom started. Okay. The Boog. Wait, can I go in here? Have I been in here? Yes, I have been in here. But this would be... What part of the ship is this? This is the... Nothing. But it's the passenger's cabin. Okay, so yeah, we know that these are passengers. At the very least. But that doesn't really help. Because we already knew they were passengers. Look at this mess of lines. We already knew that they were passengers, so it doesn't actually help that much. And there's not an awful lot of information here that I can see. Unless I can go sniffing for their panties. It's like, yes, this one... Yep, you smell a lot like you're 56. You're Miss J, alright? But then this here's Abigail, but Abigail was the wife of the captain, I think. Okay. So the next option would be to check This, unless, wait. How did I... This one here. Wait, where's Abigail? It's in here. If I check Abigail, who's the guy... There's another guy with them. This one here. She's crushed to death, but there is one of these guys. I think it's him. I think it's him who is like standing with them as if to like guide them back in. But I don't think that really helps the first mate's steward. What's Abigail put down as? Is Abigail put down as a passenger? She's put down as a passenger. So the first, if we assume that that guy is the first mate's steward, which we haven't got confirmation is correct, but if we do, Paul Moss, first mate, Martin Perrott. Is there anyone on the ledger with... is there anyone, any of those, the passengers? Where are they? Do they have any relation to them? No. Okay. That okay. That's that at least rules out that, I guess.
Last one. Move quick.
I know that during the cow one, I just remembered that someone's name got said during that. I just remembered that. I forgot about that. I think that one there, that woman there, is the one that has Miss in her the name. That her there, which is the other woman. I think that this woman here is Emily Jackson, and then the woman in the background is Miss Jane Bird, and I'm saying that because she's called Miss Jane Bird, which implies that she's like slightly more important. She just seems like... Then again, the woman in front could be Miss Jane Bird, because she's the only... Miss Jane Bird is the only one that doesn't have... is the only one with a something to identify them, to identify their marital status at the beginning. Yeah? Why? Why is she the only one? Unless her first name is Miss, which, you know, I assume she's not. I assume that's not the case. She's not a school teacher. And so I'm assuming that if she is, I mean, she could be Chiotan. I don't think she is, though, because I don't think she's part of... I don't think so. Because all the Chinese groups seem to... The Chinese parties seem to stay together. We have enough information to figure out who you are now. But I don't know anything about you. Have we figured out who you are? No. You were shot by an unknown guy. The thing is, it's just one of those things I cannot explain why I think that's Miss. It's just because she's being defended by him, who is Henry Evans, the surgeon. It's because she's being defended, which makes me feel like she seems younger. She seems younger, which would be why they would refer to her as Miss. And she is the older one, which is still on the front lines, like, fighting. You know? Like, she's younger, and the surgeon is trying to defend her. Why has this been thrown overboard? Wait. Well, because the other woman might not be a Miss. She might be a Mrs. We figured out who you are. You're the fourth mate, so you'd be the fourth mate's steward. You'd be Davy James. Davy James, and we think you escape. But where they're going, I couldn't tell you. Like, it's possible that she hasn't... She's being called Miss. She's young, she's being defended. She hasn't had the time... She's not had the time on this earth yet. She's not been on the earth. She's not been alive long enough to have gotten married. What's she doing on this picture? She's dancing with Abigail. She is dancing with James Wallace, the surgeon's mate. Where are we currently in the world? How do I use this again? Like this, okay. This here is taking place... Which part of the map are we on? We're down here. Murder, calling, Soldier of the Sea, escape. Where would they have escaped to? There's several places they could have gone. They could have gone to the Azores. They could have gone to the Canaries Islands. They could have gone to Madeira. Oh, they could have gone anywhere. Anything aboard that could tell me where they're going? I don't think so. Unless... No, that wouldn't... I don't think knowing who they are. Is that the captain? He is... Who are you? Where are you coming from? He's going to cut the rigging. Why is he cutting the rigging? What happens next after that gets cut? Where he gets stabbed. I think that's the one we're on currently. Then who shoots? Someone shoots someone in this one. How do I get out of here? If I move all the way down here. Who are you? You're the first mate. I've confirmed who you are. So then this guy dies.
Let them go!
Someone shouts, "Let them go," but we don't know who that is. I don't think it's him. Oh, does he stay on board? Was he helping them escape? No, he disappears at the end of this chapter. Now I'm getting different vibes from her. Now I'm getting vibes that she is. I can't tell who the voice is though, because I can't remember who the other people are. Like all these different voices blend into each other. Even if I was paying attention, I don't think it would change anything. Or even if I was playing this like in a you know without a gap in between. Captain was pointing his gun at someone. The captain was pointing his gun at them, so the captain wanted them to survive. The captain was being a good guy. Yeah, because this is escape, so this is shortly before. So we can assume that the captain, that these people here would also be on this guy's side. He was shot by an unknown, but we don't know who he is. But I have seen him several times throughout the story, I will admit. Yeah, he's in a lot of them. Where's it? What's the first memory that he's in? All the way back at Loose Cargo. You see him doing something. Okay. And there's presumably... Is there anything else going on? There's someone where there's the stuff going on down here yet. Oh, you can see this in progress here now. I never even thought about coming down here. You can see this murder in progress. Okay. Although we already knew this, we already figured that much out, I think. We already figured out that this guy was stabbed by this guy. But do we know who this guy is yet? Did we ever figure this guy? No. Why have we not figured out who this guy is? I feel like we should have figured this guy out. You know what? I've got another thing. I got another... No, that wouldn't be useful. That's just useful in identifying who they are on the fucking picture. I was gonna be like, oh, I can see who's wearing what. And I was like, yeah, of course I can. That's the whole point. It doesn't help me name them. It just helps me point out them on the fucking picture. You're the fourth mate. You're the fourth mate. And then it was there was a guy, the guy who died. Is he? Can we see him now? That was the guy with one leg. I think it was the Austrian guy there. Who was the Austrian guy? I'm not gonna find it by doing this. Just wondering if he's like the bosun's mate, but I don't think he was speaking French. So I think. Wait, was the bosun's mate French? I don't remember. Yes. Oh, there's so many of them, and I feel I'm at a loss now. I'm now completely lost as to what I'm doing. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. I've named you. You're good. This guy here is 2. That guy's 3. 3. We know you, don't know you. We know who you are. Oh, there was someone called Charles. There was someone called Charles in the cow one. Let's get out of here. I feel I've got some like pain in my chin here. I'm gonna sit in silence. Let's go see who this Charles person was. Next. Can I access it from here? Yeah, I can. Ah! My jaw might lock up at some point. I've had it feel this way before, and it's just where my fucking jaw cramps up.
Hit her here. One swing. Get through the skull in stone or brain. I'll cut her throat when you've done it. Here? Yeah. Come on before she kicks up. You all right there, sir?
Never been on a farm, Charlie?
Mind your shoes now.
Okay. So we know that this guy here is someone called Charlie or Charles. It could be the bosun's mate. There's a couple people called Charlie, called Charles, and as long as no one is called Charlie specifically, we should be fine. What were they? Where was he? We've got the midshipman. We have Charles the midshipman and Charles the bosun's mate. And if it was the butcher saying that, then we can assume that he was talking up to someone because he said sir. Do we know who you are? No, you exploded. But you are helping with the... I think... Wait, what was the midshipman? Glossary. Midshipman, officer in training. I think these two here might be midshipmen. I think this guy's the midshipman because he's in training, which means, like, I kind of feel like the people in charge, like, he'd be hanging around. He'd be hanging around to see how things are done, you know. And the fact that he threw up means that he's not seen this before, which would mean that he's not, you know, he's still rather fresh. So I think that this guy is Charles, the midshipman. I don't know where he died. Oh, I just forgot, I think, to write down what happened to him. I think he got spiked. I think that's like, he either got spiked or burned. I think it was a bit of both. I don't think it really matters. I think he got a bit of both, so I'm going to say spiked. What was that? Someone buzzed at me. It was eBay again. Don't buzz at me. Oh, thank you. It's telling me that my order should arrive tomorrow. Great. Thanks. This guy is wearing that kind of outfit. This guy is also wearing that kind of outfit. And they're standing next to each other. Oh, wait, no, they are wearing slightly different outfits. They're all wearing slightly different. Why can't wear your uniform? I mean, they are, I assume. This person was knifed by. Oh no, he's a 3-star. We already know the helmsman. You're a 1-star. Oh, we already know you. Do we know you? You're a 3-star. 1-star, but we already know you. 2-star. What happened to you? Perished in unholy captives. What happened to you? These just ones that I forgot. Oh, he's the guy that, yeah, he got his head smacked in. So I think he was struck? No. Clubbed, crushed. Crushed by cargo, I guess. I don't think anything fits in there better. No. And they all... I assume that not all of these causes of death are actually used. I'm going to assume that they aren't all used. And he appears in the first memory, which is here. But where and why? It's quite a few people in this one. Maybe I should go in actually. Where's this one? There's a lot more people involved in this than I remember there being. Hold on, let's go. Oh wait, is that also pointing to other people that are asleep? Or could I go elsewhere? What's going on in there? Hi there. Do we know who you are? Yes, we figured out who you are. And he is someone. I think he might be Chiho 10. Or is it? He might. The only reason I say that is because he's on the passenger roster and not on the crew roster. There's a number of people that are on the crew roster, but he always seems to be guarding someone, which would, to me, imply that he's a member of the, not a member of the crew, but in fact a member of the passengers party, which would make him either Chiho 10 or Hokseng Lao. But I think we already know who Hokseng Lao is. So I think it could be him. Possibly. Anything useful here? Anything going on that shouldn't be? Anything to see here? Who are these people? Who are you? What's going on? Look like a coffin. Maybe Dio is on board. Oh no. Not Dio. You've got a fuck... Have we figured out who you are? Yeah, we have. You're a surgeon. This monkey just disappears. At disappears and reappears at will. So, he's the surgeon. We know who he is. Wait, do we have confirmation? No, we don't know that he's a surgeon. We're just assuming that he is. But he's alive. He's alive because he's on the boat at the end. But I don't know where he goes. Unless they all die. Unless that's information that I do get elsewhere, but I don't think it is. Because there is that one chapter I haven't unlocked yet. Yeah, and these are just random seamen. There's just a gaggle of them here. And then we get this guy in the next one.
Same as the other fellow. Some lung disease. Lung consumption. If so, we'd all have it.
Anything going on in here?
I checked all hands just now.
No.
And him. What are his chances?
I gave him some look. We'll see.
And then it's this one here. Wait. Yeah. I'm just looking at... Because these guys here are definitely mourning the loss of this guy here. It doesn't help, really. It just kind of identifies him as being a member of their crew, of their little gang. Which would make sense. Then next we have this here, which has a lot of people in it that just don't appear. I assume that it is talking about all these. But knowing that those people are in these, like, hammocks doesn't seem to actually be useful. Like, yeah, it's useful to identify them. Maybe I could look at this guy's, like, arm or something. Maybe one of these guys has a tattoo that I can identify. And are any of you the tattoo guy? That's the real question. But they all just seem to have legs. They don't seem to. Nothing seem to be too noticeable about them. I think this group here is a collection of Russians, but are they? Yeah, the. Wait. What are you wearing? What are you wearing? Oh wait, we already know who you are. Oh, if we know that he's Patrick, then that means that we can assume that this guy, that two of these people here are Russian. How many Russians are on board? Too many. Okay. I think these are probably. These are presumably because they're hanging out together. These guys, but I don't know which ones. I don't know which one's which. It's the fact that this guy's, where is he? Oh, pouch with the that's not useful though, is it? I mean, it is because then 47. I know that number 47 is. Wait, hold on. Have I already got 40? Have I figured out who 47 is? Give me a sec. Because the guy on the rowboats when they were out doing things had a pipe in his mouth. But I think I might already have figured out who 47 is. 47 is this guy. Does that make sense? Yeah, no, we have identified who that is, so that's useless. Okay. How do I know that's O'Hagan? Because I think on the... When you're out on the rowboats, there's an Irish guy there. And I think he's the only Irish guy on board. Because I think during when they're out, when they're doing that, I can't remember. I might be wrong. There's a Russian in that scene, so yeah, that would make sense. Oh, Hagen, you still breathing? Yeah, so that's I knew it was him because he was in that scene. I think. But he has to, yeah, because it says his name. Is he also? Is he a 1-star? No, he's a 3-star. I think it is. I think that's correct. Oh, there's a woman on his arm. He does have a tattoo on him. Number 37 does have a tattoo. I thought that was just fucking, like, mold. Number 37 has a tattoo of a woman. Is it any particular woman? So if we, as long as we can keep an eye out for a tattoo of a woman or a man, we know that it's Timothy. I'm not looking for any more. I assume I'm not supposed to be able to do that. I would imagine that they probably won't do that trick twice. But we can at least keep an eye out. And what's his job? He's a top man. He's a top man, and there's one scene where we get to see a number of top men, and that's before or as the crab attack starts. The only thing that I've written down was I wrote down before I started the stream today, which was to check if the people who fell overboard during the calling were also the people who turned into crabs. I don't think it's necessarily useful, but it was something that I wanted to know nonetheless. We can at least determine their fate, I guess. Unless turned is an option for me to choose from. No, stop that. What, sorry? Doesn't seem like it. You have enough money to sub to me and get some bits. You don't have to do that. You can now you can send tech more of my emote. I just want you to know that you're not required to sub to me. Do any of you have I can't see any of your arms. I'm just looking at the outfits of these guys. Oh, no, you're not the seaman then. You're the top man. You're the Russian top man. Because you're up here and you're wearing that outfit. You're an unknown top man. You are also an unknown top man. Yeah, I know they are. We've figured out who you are, I think. This guy is unknown top man. I said the seaman word. I did. We've kind of figured out who he is, but I don't think we know what happens to him. I think he just disappears. Yeah, he just disappears at the end of Doom. It's not Bin Laden. You don't have a woman tattoo, do you now? I can't, in the overworld, I can't see their arms, can I? It's not him. I don't think it's him, at least. He's wearing a full outfit. I could go and have a look. Well, the problem is that they disappear. He disappeared here, which isn't useful. Which one? How do I get to the end of Doom? If he disappeared here, that doesn't really help as to where he went. Because when it says disappeared, I have to come to a conclusion as to what happened. I suppose that I could come to a conclusion based on how far away we are from land. And what was happening to him. Hold on, let me have a look then. How do I get to the end of Doom? Because this here, yeah, this is the end of... Okay. What's happening in Doom? It starts off with these guys running away. We want to know you. Go there. Bookmark you. Show memories on the deck map. So we see him there. We also see him down here. I don't know if it's going to be too useful to know anything about to see anything earlier on. On the main pages. Oops. Ow. Oh, okay. Maybe. This? Maybe. Ah, there. Wait, yes. Kind of. The UI being rather bare is kind of a little bit of a hindrance. So the first memory that he appears in is here. Where he is... I think it's this guy here. I think. And then... But, I mean, the thing is, even if I do go... Is this... Yeah, that is right. So, even if I do go to his last known location, which is... somewhere... here, I guess. Let's find out. How do I get to here? This is on the deck here. Which one is it? Is it this guy? No, that's Lars, that is. Is it this guy? Oops. Yeah, it's this guy. Ah, hello. There he is. Okay, so he fell. He's gone. He fell overboard. He is dead. We can assume that he probably drowned. Just what? Why does it have to be by something? Beast? That there, yeah. Dead. Who else did I get? You! Ah, it was him! I was right on my assumption. And then Charles. Yeah. I mean, the Charles one was fairly easy. The Chinese guard was a little bit harder, but I would say that was a reasonable assumption. Congratulations, mate. That's 3 more. Okay. Turn that down a bit because it's hurting my eyes. Repeat it with the other people who just appeared. That's, yeah. Just want to see if there's anything else in here that I missed, but I don't think so. Okay. So. No one disappeared there. I can also remove that thing. The fucking controls. Remove the bookmark from him. Slight Maggot, now I know the people I've named and given fates to are wrong in some way. I suppose. But some of them are like right. some of them the game's wrong. Okay, I got those right. Yeah. Like, because this guy, it's not that I got this guy, like, this. Why does my phone keep buzzing? Piss off. Leave me alone, eBay. Thanks, great. It's like this guy, for instance. Can I not click on him? Because I'm pretty certain this guy's correct, but I'm almost certain he was shot on it, unless he was the guy that shot someone else. But he was definitely shot by a foreign enemy. Unless it classifies the gunner as the fucking shooter, but I don't think that's the case. Wait. No, executed is not an option. Because he was the guy guarding the box when one of these guys, I can't remember which, like, it's like you, why are you wrong? What have I got wrong about you? Unless you're the fucking fourth mate. We'll deal with this. Because it's also a passenger. Which would correspond with the other one I got right. Yeah, so we know that guy, we know that this guy here is the guy that got executed. And then they specifically name him as Hoxing Lao. But I can look how he died. He got shot. Unless he died earlier. Unless he died earlier, and then... Because when one of the mates walked in, or like broke into the box room, Hoxing Lao was on the floor. So unless at that moment he was dead, but that wouldn't make any sense because now because it's saying that he died here. If that was the case, he got like clubbed to death or something. And also, I know that what
Hoxing Lao, you have been found guilty by self-confession of the murder of Nunzio Pasquale.
I know that
As captain of this ship, and by the authority of the East India Company, and thus the Crown of England.
no, I can't. I knew something, but I've forgotten it.
Mr. Wolf, when you are ready.
Right, sir. Ready, men. Aim. Fire.
So here's the thing with this. What doesn't make any sense though, with the metagaming side of it and the 3 that you get correct, is that would mean I have had this guy right the entire time. If we know that he is Hoxang Lao, we know that he was shot, and we know by who. Unless we have to figure out which bullet entered first. But you can't see the... I don't think you can tell that. Considering that there are... I mean, there are only... Oh, actually, yes, you can. You can figure that out. Hold up. You're right. It's you. You're the one that killed him. Oh, just Henry. Never mind. I was going to say that if it was right all along, then it would have ticked over. No, apparently it's not. All the other bullets just missed. You can see that bullet there skimmed him. That bullet there skimmed him. That bullet skimmed him. Henry's is the only one that hit him. Okay. Well, at least we figured that out. Good evening. Who are you? Have I figured you out? You're a top man of some kind. Any more information we can figure out around here? I don't think so. Other than this guy here being a coward. What happened to you? You met an unknown fate. Where did you end up? Oh, you disappeared. He disappeared. He disappeared at the end of... sorry. He disappeared at the end of here. He disappears here. I think he might be on board with everyone else. On board the small ship with everyone else. What are you coming back from? Committing a crime? Okay. Oops. This person died in the midshipman thing. It doesn't really help, but it does identify him as either Peter or Thomas. You can make notes on Steam now, I just remembered. I'm doing that now. Woman on wrist is Timothy. Hope I remember what that means. Okay. Because he just runs into the midshipman thing. Do we know who he... Did we ever figure out who he is? I don't know if we did. Yeah. Did we ever figure out who you are? Yeah, you're the first mate. We know that you're the first mate.
You're cut.
Don't leave me.
Bear up, son. I'll stay with you.
Tell Pete's mother I tried my best
Aye.
to pull him back, to save him.
You tell her yourself. Brennan! Bring the surgeon's kit!
Tell Pete's mother I tried to pull him back. Have we figured out who he's talking about there? Tell Pete's mother I tried my best to pull him back to save him. Is this guy here? Is that guy the guy? Is Pete the guy who exploded? Do we know who exploded? Could it be this guy? Pete? Is this guy? What Peters do we have left? If he's a if they're both midshipmen, so it'd be Peter Milroy. I think that would be the case, is that I think the mother may have been a red herring for those women. And then that would mean that... Was there another Peter? Milroy... No. So, yeah, no. I'm just... Oops. So he died in this. I just wanted to find a way back here. Tell Pete's mother I tried to pull him back to save him. And we don't know, but that would mean that if this guy here is an unknown midshipman and the only one we don't know is this guy, then that would mean that this guy is Thomas. But we don't know who he was knifed by yet. Unless there was something identifiable in here that could have helped us, but I didn't really see anything when I was wandering around that could have done. But now we just need to know who these guys are. And his hat. He has the same hat. His hat is the same as a couple people's, which could help. Clothes do maketh the man. He has the same hat as him, the gunner. Is he the gunner's mate? Because he's standing next to the gunner. Where are there any other... No. Because if this guy's the gunner, he'd be standing next to there. I know damn well he didn't steal their hat. I think... Because originally we've got him down as the gunner's mate. Hi, Carl. The green screen don't work, so... It's just there to help with sound, with the noise in the background. Just based on where he's standing, it would make sense, but... I'm confused now. Going to have a look at what he's doing. What is he doing, though? The first memory he appeared in was here. How do I get back to... Okay. Let's have a look. Although I don't know if I actually need to go back to that memory in particular, because that memory in particular is what that picture is. So I can just kind of use this picture to help with that. And then he died in that one that I was just looking at. Previously, he was in this one somewhere. Oh, he was under the deck in that one. I think it would be up below deck in this one as well. This one, he is... I think that's in there. Oops. And then before that, we see him here doing something. What would the gunner's mate do? Is that in the glossary? Is the gunner's mate in the glossary? No. In charge of weapons and military procedures on the ship. Okay. But that would mean that would presumably mean that it's possible that wherever the gunner would be, then the gunner's mate would be. Or steward. Is it steward or mate? What's up here? It's the gunner's mate, okay. That we currently have down as Ola's waiter. Oh no, we already know that he's the gunner's mate. So what's the point? What am I talking about? What happened to him? He disappeared at the end of Doom. Yes, I do. So, I click on that. Oh. What's the point of not being able to change the name from there? Listen, he's got a funny hat. He's the gunner's mate. I don't care. Where is he? There he is. And he was shot at some point by someone that we don't know yet. Because he died here after being shot by... I forgot who that is. I could fill in who stabbed the other guy. That is true. Forgot who that was. Happened here, didn't it? Yeah. So we got... I was going to this guy. So we think he was shot by this guy, who we know is the fourth mate. So if we go here, this was shot by fourth mate. Yep, that was correct. Told you, funny hat. Clothes maketh the man. So, okay, we got him right. And then we know that he was Peter. Okay. So if we know this guy, then that means that we know this guy. Who was this guy again? I've already forgotten his name. Not him. No, not him. No. I've forgotten the name. That's Olus. So you were stabbed by Olus. Is that right? Yes. I was wondering if that was going to be the case. I was looking at it to see if that was the case. Is that really a tradition, or is that a modern thing? I feel like they were less concerned about killing people, but historically. So there we go. We're assuming that he was knifed by him. Dun 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 dun. We don't know who he was unless I ever get to see his arm. Anyone in here? Can I see anyone's arm in here that has a tattoo? I assume not. Can't see your arms. Can't see your arms. Can't see any arms up here. It's not going to be you or you. Dud. Let's go have another check up here just to see if there's any arms to look at. Can I see your arm? Maybe. Looking for a woman tattoo. Have you seen one? Do you have a woman tattoo on your arm? We don't know what this woman's name is, but one thing I do want to know is the guy with the tattoo on his arm is called Timothy. Where is he? Timothy Butement. No, okay. I was just wondering if, like, either of those women had the last name Butement and that the dressed woman was meant to be that woman. But no. Do you have a tattoo on your arm? No, and no. Do we know who you are? Apparently we're not even certain you're human. You're just a miscellaneous top man. I don't know what he was doing. Unless it only looked like he was cutting the rigging and he is actually sliding down, but that doesn't make any sense. This guy disappears. This is the last scene I think you see him. And I think it is. Oops, I think it is now. Wait, oh, no, that's first look. Okay. Just wondering if there's anyone around here. I can't go through doors, can I? No. Wondering if there's anything to indicate who those women are. Okay. I assume that just somewhere out there in the middle of one of these scenes, just completely unprovoked, just one of these people has a tattoo on their arm that you can see.
What's going on?
Stay back! It's already going late.
Hey! Come on, boss! No, get there! Hey! Cat!
We don't know where you've gone. We know who you are. You're the fourth mate. Big crab. And there's like no one up here. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Maybe here. I'm just walking through the scenes, seeing what I can see. You got a tattoo on you? No. Oh, we know who you are, so don't have to worry about it. Tattoos. 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 Stop having obscured arms. You've got your arm sprayed out like there's a tattoo on it. Oh. Is he handling cargo? Does that indicate who you are? I think he might be a top man of some kind. No, wait. I think he's just a generic seaman. Although he's wearing a striped shirt like a Russian sailor. So maybe he's a Russian. Although I don't know if Russian sailors did back then. Okay, we already know that we can't see any women on there. Let's see what's going on here. See if there's any information we can gather from anyone here. We already know about these guys. We've already figured out those two, that's fine. Comstock. Tattoo? Nope, okay, you got blown in half, but do you have a tattoo? We don't know about this person in his tattoo situation. Dun 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 dun. Dun. Do you have a tattoo? I feel like the person who has the tattoo, it would have to be someone who doesn't have sleeves. Someone like this. It's not you, you've got a different type of tattoo. Do we know who you are? You have your sleeves rolled up, but we haven't figured out who you are. We've figured out you're a top man. Oh, but he's just got his sleeves rolled up. They're not... It's not like he's sleeveless. He's got sleeves. He's just rolled them up. Okay. Let's fly a kite. We know that this guy wasn't shot by the gunner's mate anymore. So we don't know who shot him. We just know that he was shot, and we don't actually know who he is. But he first appeared in which memory? This one. It was me. I shot the sheriff. Sorry. This... We want to go... Okay, oops. Is it here? Yeah. Is that him? Yeah. They're the little steward boys. Can't go upstairs, can I? Or could I? Yeah. When did I do... When... Oh, this was when they were pulling everyone aboard. This is the calling. Okay. Okay. You got a tattoo on your arm? Tattoo, anyone? Tattoo? I can't remember which arm it was on, so... Okay, who you are? Yes. We know who all these are, because these are all like the mates. And they are currently... Well, apparently I don't know who he is. Apparently I haven't got the third mate correctly. This looks like the bosun. Yeah. And these are the guys that died on the thing. He's been hanging around with this goat. Every time I see him, he's standing next to this goat. Is there a... like... a vet? Is there a goat care man? Is there a throat goat? Is there a goat throater? We've got you, surgeon's mate. Did we actually figure out everything about you? Have we maxed you out? Yeah, we have. Got you. Oh, we haven't figured out what happened to him. Oh, yeah, because he disappeared. He fled to, like, the fucking... He fled to the fucking Azoras. He's appeared in 4 memories so far, with the first one being back here when someone was first crushed. Anyone overboard? What are you up to? What's your name, sir? You're helpful. What happened to you? He disappeared in the Doom. You just disappear, you just don't exist anymore. Oh, maybe he fell overboard at some point during the Doom. Let's go, oh, he disappeared. Yeah, if he disappeared in the Doom, that means that he had to disappear in this one. So, let's head back out of here and check there. I know I'm just choosing random people, but I don't know. There's probably like an efficient way of doing this, but I'm not efficient. Okay, so it was Abigail's death that triggered, that was showing him, I think. Yeah, maybe. There. No. No, we know him. No, we don't. No, we do know. We now know what happened to the thing. We know what happened to the helmsman. The helmsman was something. I don't know what happened. Drowned by the beast, I guess. Let's just put it down as drowned by the beast. For the time being. Where is the other guy? There? There he is. He was also drowned. Or crushed. Maybe crushed by beast. Yeah. 3 more fates have been approved. And we figured out that, yeah, we managed to get him correct. I got no idea how I named Whaley. I've got no idea. He was already named in the book, so I must have figured it out at some point. Yeah, I think it came to me in the dream. I saw it in the waves. This year's Christmas dates have been leaked. Ugh, can't have anything. I bet it was on the War Thunder forums as well, wasn't it? Yeah, it's fine. It's him again. He's... Oh, are you the bosun's mate? He might be the bosun's mate. I know that might sound strange, but, like, he's here with the bosun, so it's possible that he was just hanging out with the bosun. He's not dressed like the bosun's mate, but he's also kind of, the bosun's in charge of people, so it could very well be that he's over here keeping them here. I mean, it's also, he's just imposingly large, so he might work good as like a bouncer. I don't think he is the bosun's mate, actually. The bosun's mate feels like someone who would be dressed differently. We don't know who you are, but we do know you were clubbed. You appeared first. All the way back here. Doing something. But yeah, so now we've gotten those guys. Have we named you? We've named you. But then it's these characters here. Like even now, it just doesn't make any sense. The fact that she's I'm almost certain that this person here is Miss. I'm almost certain. It just doesn't fit. It's just because you would refer to her, like if she was either royalty or some kind of aristocrat, they would say, "Oh, Miss Elizabeth Swan is on board," and then everyone would do her best to defend her. Like it's like that she's. It's either two things, or it could alternatively be that they refer to the other girl is like her handmaid or whatever, and so that they refer to her as Miss Jane Bird. I'm gonna go with this girl here being Miss Jane Bird, and then this woman here, I think, is the other one that I've forgotten the name of. Apparently, it's Emily Jackson. Because it appears to me that they're passengers, so I'm assuming that they were on board and that she is being, like, escorted by her. What, a ring on their finger? Yeah, there we go. She ain't got a ring on. If she like it, then you ain't got no ring on it. So we figured it out. You got a tattoo on your arm? No. Yeah, but I don't look at people's... Actually, no, that isn't true. I do look at people's hands in real life to figure out if they're married. If they haven't told me. I should just say that to you. I should say attention to detail and tap my head whenever you question why I use outfits to figure out who someone is. Did we figure everything out? We know who the captain is. We figured that out. Yes. Attention to detail. Who are you? That makes sense, though. The idea of it being fancy dress equals accountant makes sense. Because I explained to you why it makes sense. And that accountants would be more educated, which means they would have more money, therefore would have better clothing. That's just how things work. Dun 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 dun. Well, it just narrows it down, doesn't it? Also, like, the other people wearing fancy dress generally have hats on, but a hat is something to determine status, and I would imagine the accountant doesn't actually have that high of a status on board a ship. They're important, don't get me wrong, but their status isn't the same as something like the captain or the first mate. They are still beholden to them. The captain... What the fuck is this tumour that I've got growing on my mouth there? you know, everyone wearing hats has some kind of important status, or it relates to their cultural status. So hats are a quick way to indicate rank. It kind of acts in the same way as a peacock's feathers or a like a battle standard. Dun 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 dun. But an accountant doesn't really hold any kind of rank, so why would he be wearing a hat? Still can't go in here, can I? No. Okay. So, oh, excuse me. These guys here are presumably just all generic seamen. Which I think I've already managed to note them down as. Yeah. We know who that is, yes. You got spiked by a beast in this one somewhere. What outfit are you wearing? Not really anything too useful. Woman? Woman on your wrist? Anyone here got a woman on their wrist? Woman on the wrist? I can't go up any higher. I can see there are people up there. I see that there are people. I can see people like Lars causing, you know, committing an act of murder. I can see through the floor apparently and see Henry. Can't quite see who that is. He might be too far away. Dude. Okay. Don't know what you're referencing with you and your probing tool. Okay. So that's that chapter. Not to be confused with the YouTube channel, that chapter. There's nothing, we didn't... Did we find anything useful in here? Or are these just set dressing rooms? This one here had the crab in it. What is this, and why is it on the floor here? Oh, there was the missing barrel here. Oh, there was the dead stowaway there. And then this was the captain's stores, but I don't know if there's anything in here that could really help. And by that, I mean, I don't think there's anything that could help. Okay. There are spikes coming through the wall there, which leads me to believe something. I don't know what, but something. and they were coming from the inside, which once again means something, but what that something is, I could not tell you. Now I'm just confused. What's going on here? What's this like fake door looking thing? Okay, let's just find a person and follow him. Let's have a look. What's going on here? You're supposed to be difficult to find. I know about you. We haven't figured out which is the carpenter and which isn't. I'm gonna just try switching the head carpenter with the second carpenter. Just to see what happens. It's possible that could be the part that's wrong. Was it you? I think it was you. Okay, so that's... no. I don't know if I have a third. That's the thing. I was just seeing if I did, because if I did, then I would know, wouldn't I? That is true. I still think that they are carpenter and carpenter mate. I suppose it's just making sure that whichever one's the right way around. I could try and figure out what Davy James was up to, but he just disappeared. Unless he drowned. I doubt it. He disappears at the end. He disappears in Doom. When everyone's getting on board that boat on the top, next to the very, very top of it. When everyone's getting on there, after the guy gets stabbed, and then after the guy gets shot, he seems to be climbing back on board the ship. As if he was helping them, and then climbs back on. But I know where he is. I know what scene I know where he was. He was over here. The last time you see him is here. I think, yeah. At which he is... I don't know what he's doing. I can bookmark him, but I don't know if that I don't know if that's gonna help. Who? Because that guy there is potentially the surgeon. I just guessed that he disappeared to the Azores because that's the nearest landmass to where we are now. Oops. Because it's here? It's either on the Azores or Madeira, I would guess. This map of the Mediterranean's a little bit off. But then, right here, it looks like he's trying to climb back on board. He probably isn't. He's probably not trying to climb back on board. One of the Oh, the things are missing. Oh, the lifeboats is missing. But if you, when we, I think this is going backwards. If we go back, we see that he's down there. Like he climbs back up. But he may have climbed back up to see what was going on. He's the fourth mate's steward. I don't think he would. Have I still got someone else bookmarked? I think I might. If he is the fourth mate's steward, I don't think he'd come back on board. What does the fourth mate get up to? Fourth mate was killed by Brennan. Why is he going? He's fucking. He's alive on the Canary Islands. He's living it up. He's on the beach right now. That's my headcanon. I think he is alive, and I think he did leave. I don't think he came back on board. I think that he was just climbing up to see what was going on, and then he would have retreated back down. And I think that because throughout the entire story, he's always hiding. He's always hiding no matter what's happened. He's always like in the background covering during the execution scene. Right here he's being shown stay up like watching it happen, but in actuality he was hiding. He was turning his head away and covering his ears. During the attack of the crabs he wasn't fighting, he was hiding. So my guess is that he left. He saw an opportunity to leave and then he left. Unless he fell overboard. But I don't think that happened. But I don't know where he would have ended up. Unless David James, he's English. I think everyone who escaped here is English. So it's possible that they just went home and they managed to find their way back home. Because if that's the case, then that would mean that all these people would have had to have get back to the UK, and would make that if I was to say that, and not that, if I was to guess that, then this would have had to have, if you were to metagame it, then it would have had to have worked, but it's not worked. Which either means that I've got these people's names wrong, or they ain't in England. Where was the ship going? Is that information available to us freely? It doesn't say, does it? They just went off. Just doesn't see. It's just the fact that it. Is there any? I was wondering if there's anything on board that I could use. I would. I don't know what it said. I cannot remember. I mean, they've got a Chinese delegation on board, so I assume that they were probably going to Hong Kong. Well, they could possibly have been going to Hong Kong. If it left from England. Okay, well, we can't... I don't know any of those. I think the problem is it's pretty much only... I don't know what happened to him. He also left. I know, I can remember, yeah, he disappeared. During one of these. Oops. Did he disappear here? Oops. How do I get out? Where's the, there it is. I'm just wondering if, like, if we know where they were meant to be going, for instance, like, if we know that they could be alive, then would they be there? Because if that's where they were if they were on the ship going to that place, then it's possible that that's where they are. Okay, anyone dying and falling overboard here? Or dying and or falling overboard? What you got in your hand? Oh, you've got an explosive charge. Oh, men. Oh, that's the boat that the guy was on. They were the three guys on the boat in the previous one. How do I get to the previous one? It was at the start of all this, wasn't it? Here. So I need to leave and then check for wherever Lars was. Dead. I mean, they may not have rowed there. They may have, like, walked. They may have gone to land. Found a different boat. There. So, we know you, the nerd. Where is he? You drowned. Well, you fell overboard, but drowned by beast. You I don't think I know your name. I don't know your name, but you did drown. By beast. And presumably so did you. Drowned by beast. There we go. You say that boat has been there this whole time. Technically, everything has been here the whole time. Well, at least I know who the carpenter's mate was. Dud, 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 dud. Okay.
My brother. What?
Dud.
That was an accident.
So we've got some more. We've figured out the purser. We've done the purser. This guy here it'd be nice to know some more about. If I could. He first appears at the very beginning of the game in loose cargo, but that's not very useful because it just shows us that he is wandering around, I think. Unless you got a tattoo? I don't think so. Is this when you could see the Kraken's tentacle coming up the side? That doesn't seem... Is there anything identifiable on him? Other than his, like, cravat scarf thing. Okay. we got a couple more people. That's good. Remove all bookmarks. Let's see if we can find out anything about this guy. So, he first appears here. Oops. And he's just wandering around, I think. Then next is also in Loose Cargo, where he appears wandering around, I think. I think unless I find him, like, getting into bed, it's probably not going to be that useful. But if I've got him down as a seaman, how many seamen are left for me to identify? A lot. Okay, not useful. I know that one person's from Sierra Leone, but I don't actually know where that is. Is that an African nation? I think it is. Okay. It's him. I can't imagine Sierra Leone being somewhere anywhere else. Did this guy talk with an accent? I don't think that really helps. Let's follow this guy to the next one. He was in here somewhere. What was happening next? He was in here somewhere. Let me just look at him for identifiable features. If he was in here, if he was in this one, then this could mean that he was somewhere asleep. I don't know if it was a rhetorical question or not. I know what I asked. This isn't a case of me forgetting what I asked. It's just not. It's a case of me not being sure if it was a rhetorical question or not. So, during this, it's not you. Any of you got a crevasse or some kind of thing hanging nearby? You've got a bag. It's not too useful. You're the tattoo guy. This guy important? He's got slightly more shading on him, so that might be important. And then there's 3 guys here all hanging out. It's a foot, not useful. Who's that under there? I don't think I can see. Okay. So that isn't overly useful. I was having a little gander, you know, see what he's packing. He's a sailor after all. So I think, yeah. All it's saying, when it says that there's people in this scene, it is just referring to the number of people that are all asleep. But I don't think that's actually too useful to know. Because that just identifies him as someone in here. But that's not useful. So the next time we see him is here, where he dies. So, great, I guess. Wait, no, never mind, that's someone else. I'm stupid. I was thinking that we're looking for someone else. I mean, the best that it would tell us is that there were people sleeping on this deck. Wait, no, the other deck. It would tell us that there were people sleeping on the gun deck. And by knowing that they were sleeping on the gun deck, we could probably determine what their role was. But I think that's probably about it. Which would only be useful if we couldn't already determine what their role was. And so I then want to find out, not this guy here. At which he's on board. He's up here somewhere.
About the chest and your dead friends.
Yeah, there he is.
Shell? What shell?
I don't really think that's too useful either. So we know that he's here hanging out with him. But we don't know who that is. Next he was seeing... Where's this? In between the two... What? What is this? Oh, next one down. Was it here? Yeah. So next he was seeing here. Doing something. Did they bring this? They brought this on board and like the cook was immediately like, oh, I can eat that. They saw a fish person and went, let's eat it. Who are you? Oh, yeah, that's him. Running to go and kill someone. Looks like a prawn. It's basically a prawn. Prawns have hands, so do men. Man equals prawn. Where is he? He's here somewhere. Is he on deck? Yeah, he's just here doing stuff, I think. Yeah, there he is. So we've followed him around a little bit. It's only vor if you eat prawns. Or if you would eat a mermaid person. So we know you're doing that. I'm almost certain there's going to be no identifiable... There's no way to... I'm assuming there's going to be no way to identify him. Starting to think this guy's Timothy. Do you think I can narrow down who Timothy is based on who is specifically hiding their arms? Do you think we're not actually going to see the person who's got the tattoo on their arm, and instead we see everyone's arms but the guy with the tattoo, so we can figure that out? Santa came early this year. Fucking hope not. Disgusting old man. See, this time I have forgotten what the rhetorical question was. It probably was rhetorical. I mean, it's probably a question I want the answer to, but whether or not I actually want the answer to or not is a different question. This different thought I process altogether. I'm just wondering, because, like, you know, he looks a bit Timothy-like, doesn't he? You Timothy? No. Because if I do start seeing more and more forearms, are you Timothy? I want to find out if he's Timothy before I continue. It would be a rather cruel puzzle, but it'd be an interesting puzzle, wouldn't it? Oh, he hasn't got his sleeves rolled up, and I doubt he would throughout the thing.
Someone shoot the damn thing!
I like the sound effects they use for fucking hitting things. Just the slapping sound. Who are you? Do we know who you are? We're assuming you're Henry. Okay, we know who you are. Oof. Forearm. Forearm.
Don't move. I'll get you down.
Forearm? Who are you? I'm aware that my goals and things have changed a lot as I've been doing this. Forearms? I can't go back here, can I? There's nothing in here. Can't go up there. There appears to be blood on the ceiling. Oh. I'm still chasing that one guy down, but the problem is that I don't see him being a named character in the same way. This guy has a 2-star rating. I want to know who this guy is. honestly, more than anything. I've been wanting to know who he is since the very beginning. So I might chase him down instead. This guy seems like someone who's more likely to be a named character, or at least more likely to be able to figure out. He first appears here. Let's get rid of that. Fuck off. Martin first codename Martin first appears here. Given his tattoos, I think he is like a whaler. I think he's like a Nordic whaler. So like if I was to make a decision, if I was to think about it, where the fuck is New Guinea? I think that's in Africa as well. I think maybe he's Timothy. Maybe he actually is Timothy. Maybe you just didn't get a good look at his arm. I know it's not. I can see that there's things on there that doesn't make sense. The problem is, oh, he could be John Naples. Or maybe he's a Russian. He kind of feels like a Russian. The problem is that he has main character energy. That's why I don't like him. Because he's like the most unique looking guy out of everyone. He was, okay, so during this scene, I didn't see him anywhere, which means that he was just asleep somewhere. I need to actually bookmark him. He was just asleep somewhere in this scene, and then the next time we see him, he is in the rigging. And then the next time, he's managed to teleport below deck. I think. And then we see him again. Doing something. Oh, he's the guy that gets... who dies on the shitter. Why do we see him here? What's he doing here? To the boog. Or is he just asleep somewhere? Can we go above deck? Oh, he could be up here. I don't think so though. No, because these guys are up here checking out this guy. There's him. He gets thrown overboard. Oh, that's why you'd know, yeah. You'd come back because you'd see him there and then you'd see him get tossed overboard afterwards. Where is he here? Unless, like I said, unless he is asleep. We still don't know who X is. Let's make sure that isn't X. Yeah. I'm not gonna bend over for you, Carl. You don't... That's not... You don't need that. Is he here? Leg. Is that useful? Is the fact that guy's leg out useful? If that guy is in this scene, that means that he is in one of these beds, which means the guy with the tattoos has to be either 56, 56, X, 45, 43, 44. I put 2 commas next to each other. None of those. Not that one. Okay, and we've already got X down. Oops. You can't command me what to do. I'm a free man. So who have we managed to determine? 56, 45, 40. So what we're looking at 43. We don't know 43. We have an idea who 45. We see 45 die. And we don't know who 44 is. And X is, I don't know. So all we've got there is nothing. What's disconcerting about like some of these, like the women, is that from the pretty much the very get-go, the start of the game, it was like, by the way, you can figure out who these people are. That's concerning. But then, so if we then go, so he's in all of those. He's in amongst all the beds during that scene. At some point. Am I gonna have to go back to that scene to try and note down everyone who was in bed at that time to see if it's any, see if I can narrow it down even further. I might. Dun 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 dun. So we know that this person here is X. I believe him to be a top man. We know that guy to be X, but I don't know what he is. 53 doesn't. We know who that is. So I don't think we need to think about him. We don't have to note down who that is. But we know it's 58. 58. That one's empty. This one isn't, being 55. The thing is, of those numbers that I've just... Of the numbers that I wrote down a minute ago, I think they were all top men. I know, they're going to C-Man as well. So it could be... it's 43. It could either be... It's either 43, 44, or 45, I think. I don't know where New Guinea is. That's the problem. It's not cheating to look up where New Guinea is it? This isn't GeoGuessr, so I assume not. I don't know how to spell Guinea. An island in Australia. All right, it's this guy. It's Maba. Those look like Aboriginal slash South Asian designs in his chest. I was just making sure I wasn't going to be racist, like thinking that New Guinea was like an African nation or something. Those designs in his chest are I think Aboriginal of some kind. I don't know if Aboriginal is specifically native Australians, but I think I'm relatively confident that it is in fact him. So that means that if I do have if I do have enough information to gather people, I don't have enough for 3. There, it's smaller than Australia. It's a small island. I know that. I know you. Deal with you. But yeah, the thing is, I didn't recognize those designs, but like I saw them and was like, it definitely looks tribal of some kind, but I just didn't know where. And so my next bet, I was thinking that he looks like a whaler, and for some reason, I don't know, that Nordic comes to mind. Or it could have, or he did have the rugged face of like a Russian, so he could still be Russian. I think these 5 up here are all top men. If he is a top man, it wouldn't really help. Unless he's Timothy, we could be Lewis. I mean, he could be one of the Chinese ones. I'm not too sure. Ugh. I suppose if I knew where New Guinea was from the start, I would have assumed. Da, 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 da. Okay. You getting hungry? I remind you of Teo. I don't know who that is. Unless it's Tijuana. Which I don't know why I'd remind you of the country of Tijuana, the city of Tijuana, or region. It's also not anywhere near how it's spelled, but, you know. I don't know any famous streamers. He can't be that famous then, anyway, if I ain't heard of him. Because I am Endless Bread, knower of all human beings. still just guessing that they are alive in the UK. This guy here, we don't know anything about. Oh, because he just disappeared. He just disappeared, didn't he? I think we know who he is, but yeah, he just got imprisoned. But he is a 2-star, so maybe he's... First memory is here for some reason when he gets shot, and then 2 million subs. I'm not gonna lie, in this day and age, not that many. Actually, no, I'll rephrase that to a different point of observation. 2 million subs is not as that impressive anymore. There are a lot of people with 2 million subs. Like I would be over the moon, over the joyed if I managed to get that many. But the number of people with over 1 million subs on YouTube is significantly higher than it used to be. It's not really as big of an exclusive club as it once was. Who was I looking for? I've forgotten. I was looking for him, but I don't think I'm ever going to find him. See what this guy was up to. It also depends on the type of content that he makes. So this was here. Because if he's like a Minecraft YouTuber, then like what the fuck? Why would I? What you say it's the first channel to pop? Why would I ever type in the word Tio? I don't find new channels by just typing in usernames. Fine, I'll look him up just for you. I have never seen this this. Okay, so first of all, that isn't 2 million subscribers, but I'll let you off. I have never heard of this channel in my life. And actually, you know what? There's a good reason why. I'm looking at his thumbnails. I would never watch a YouTube video by this person because I'm not 5. Or more specifically, he's a gaming YouTuber, and I just don't really watch those. I'm not really too bothered about watching gaming videos. There's a couple gaming YouTubers that I watch, but not really. Oh, we never actually got confirmation of who he was. Because we didn't know who shot him. Oh, but do we now? We might know who shot him now. Thinking about it. Because it was one of the people. Was it you? It was you. It was him. We know that he was Chiho Tan.
Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure!
Yeah, people do use the I'm Rich redeem. That's why it's so expensive. Every time people use it, it goes up in price. I can't remember the number of times that it has been used, but it has been used a handful of times. He was shot by... It was originally not going up by that many. But it was... who was it? It was originally going up, I think it was by like 10 or 50,000 each. But then, like, once it hit 100,000, that I think it was 10,000 every time someone redeemed it. I think it started off at 50,000, and then every time someone redeemed it, I put it up by 10,000. And then once it hit 100,000, I think I boosted it by 50. I think that's where it's at now, 150. It doesn't do anything. Yeah, it really is just a something to brag about being able to hit. I don't even use like the that gambling feature that you can do, because I don't know how to use it, and my moderators never show up and do it, so I don't even do anything like that to give people a chance at getting that many. It really is, you just get that many by sitting around. Yeah, well, you know, that just means that you've got to watch when I do stream if you want to get to 150,000. Where was he? There we go. So we've got this guy right, hopefully. But it does mean that a couple people aren't correct. Like this guy is wrong. Potentially. Unless he wasn't drowned by Beast.
Hold your fire!
But he was in here somewhere. He was in this storyline when he disappeared. The channel points really do just come from sitting around in the stream forever. I don't even know how. I don't know how many points you get. Does it say anywhere how many points you do get, like per, or like it does say somewhere on average. It does say somewhere the average that you get. So for 5 minutes of watching, you get 10. So whatever 10 times 5 is would equal 150,000. You get 50 for a special bonus, and then being a sub increases the amount that you get a little bit, and a couple of other things increase the amount. But in general, it would be 150,000 divided by 5. Divided by 5. 30,000. You'd have to watch for 30,000 minutes to get that many. I don't think I've even. I don't even think I've streamed for 30,000 minutes if you can combine every fucking stream I've ever done. It's probably not that many, actually. Actually, no, it would be. It's 16 an hour, and I stream for like 4 hours at most. I wish I could easily find out who was wrong and who was right in this. I think. I don't think he's not alive. Can I? No. I think subs do get double point. No. Tier 3 subs get double points. Tier 1 and 2 don't. They do get more, but it's not double. My theory is that those that fell overboard here turned into crabs, I think. So I think that these two here turned into crabs, which means that they got killed by the people on board and not by the drowning. But that would mean that we'd have to find some way to identify which one's which. And is there a way to identify which one's which? Is a very, very good question. I don't think we're going to get anything from there. Next is top of the main deck. This one here. Okay, nothing there. Next one is the guy pinned to the post. Down here.
What's going on? Stay back.
Am my theory correct?
Come on, boss. No, get down. Hey, cat.
Okay. I don't know what identifiable features I would look for other than the Russian guy having a pipe. How did they get it under there? And you can't see if they've got anything on their arms. Think about the eyes. Or did they both die in the same way? How did they one of them like burnt to death and one of them exploded? How do I get out of here? Da 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 da. Okay, the next one is on the all-up deck in the center of everything. Down here, I think.
Where are you?
And these two get beheaded here, but I don't think that really helps. And then the other crab's up here. I don't think there's any. I've had a decent look. I don't think there's anything identifiable about them. So either my theory is wrong, or this it doesn't work, or that's actually it. My theory is wrong. Oops. Look, I don't think my theory is wrong. I just don't know. I don't know how I would know the difference between them because they seem identical. And it doesn't seem that it would work. Like, how did they vanish? They fell overboard, or they either fell overboard. Maybe it just fell overboard. Maybe that's just it. It just fell overboard. And it's the same with this one. Yeah, there we go. I still think it might not be completely wrong, but yeah. And we got him right as well. Yeah, my head hurts. The thing, like, it like pushes all the little grains out of the way. I don't really know why it's doing that, but it does. The mouse cursor, or the dots move around it, or are they moving around it, or is it just where they're disappearing to make it look like it? No, they are actually moving. They are like being compressed and pushed around. It's odd. Okay, so we still. It probably is. Okay, so I think the other guy that fell overboard, I think that one is correct. I think I just haven't got 3 other ones. This is the guy that I've just randomly assigned as being the bosun's mate for no reason. What happened to you? He disappeared at some point somewhere. I did get 3 correct ones. But then what? Yeah, but then what? Oh, unless he was not. Unless he got shot. Unless I'm mixing that up with someone else. How do I get out of here? There. A lot of people died in a lot of different ways during that point. During that. Let's go have a look. I don't know which one came first. Do I know who you are? If that's what we've assumed is you. We don't know who you are. There's the mate. Are you... Oh, we don't know who that is either. And where's O'Hagan then? He's not here. So we have to... Do we have to go back even further? How do we... How do I access this one? I've forgotten. Or is this one the one that moves back? Yeah, no, wait. It's fine, hold on. Actually, I didn't think I wanted to do that. I know, it's fine.
Ahoy!
So, are you O'Hagan? No, you're him.
Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure! Ideal!
Okay.
Keep rowing!
Then you're not. Then you are someone else. I remember now. I just guessed who this person was based on like it was because there was 2 people. One of them's a Russian guy. One of them's not. I saw the pipe and went, that was like an Irish thing to do. I can't remember which one it is, but one of them is Russian. It's you. I think you're that's the Russian guy, because I think It's the only other Russian guy, and this one didn't look right. But he could still be him. But that means that, yeah, because the pipe was hanging next to the bed, or the sling thing, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. The hammock. Which means that someone here... It's that. That's... No, we already know who that is. No, because he's... Wait, are you the pipe man? Who here is the Irish? Someone here is Irish. Someone here is O'Hagan. O'Hagan. Which one is O'Hagan? Is it you? You look... Yeah, it's you. Probably. You're also rowing, so yeah, it's you. Oh, Hagan. Yeah, you little fucking bellend. Okay. But now I need to go back. Fuck. It's fine, hold on. I need to go and see who was... I probably could have checked to see how they died, but fuck you, I'm here now. Is it here? What's the next one down? It's in this one here. He's got a pipe. This guy here, number 47. Yeah, I got it right. Okay, so the guy that I thought was Irish is actually not. Wait, was it this guy? Someone here is number 47. Are you number 47? No, you're not right. It was you. Or is it you? Anyway, number 47 has the pipe. So we can run back to that. Dun, 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 na, na. Okay. Actually, I could have maybe looked at him. You there? Are you 47? Yeah. We've got you. That's fine. He gets speared, and I think that's O'Hagan. Unless it's him. But I don't think that is, because he was playing with the Russians so earlier. I don't know how to pronounce it. You say that you're getting tilted, but you don't correct it, so... I think it's this guy next. Then you don't know how to pronounce it then. If you can't correct me, you don't know yourself. That's the way that's the way the world is, sorry. How does it, what happens to this guy though? I don't think you do, I don't think you do fall overboard. I think you get pulled overboard. What are they doing? Clawed or something.
I loaded them myself.
Stay quiet and alert.
Dun, 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 dun. So, let's go back. Who are you?
Ahoy! Wait! Don't shoot! I have treasure!
Then it went to this guy. and then it went to her. At this point, he's not here anymore. He was... Wait. Was Patrick speared? Patrick was... No, yeah, no, I know Patrick was speared. I'm looking for the other guy. So, after she, then it was he.
You still breathing? Can you roll?
There's some... I don't know what they're up to. There he is. He gets, like, dragged underwater. Yeah, okay. So he gets drowned by Beast, probably. Where is he? There he is. I want to say drowned by Beast instead. Yeah, there's his little bag as well. So we know that you know how he died. He was strangled by... I'm guessing he was strangled by him, but it doesn't really... Can I look at this? Oh, there we go. Okay, so we know that that's now him. Come on. Just across here. Come on. There we go. So we know he was strangled by someone that I've already forgotten the name of. Him. Or was at least... something happened. I don't really know what's going on here. They're just kind of jostling each other. Yeah, it doesn't really... This doesn't actually show how he died. It just shows that he's dead. Like, if this here is the moment that he died, then he died of fright. Well, no, because I know what happens. I just don't understand. So, as far as it's what I know is that mer creature there grabs hold of him and bites his neck, and then he does that or something. I'm pretty certain that's what happened. I mean, no, but it also isn't an option, so... Claude? Why terrible beast? I didn't say that. Oh, it has to be, okay. Is that eaten? Not axed. I don't know, he fucking... torn apart. I mean... What was I looking for? I don't know, strangled by this guy. The only thing is, the only other thing is if someone else here is wrong. But I feel like I feel like I've fairly correctly identified these three people. Unless this guy isn't Patrick. Unless this is Patrick. I don't think it is. Because he's wearing the steward's outfit. That's him.
Ahoy!
I mean, he isn't with them anymore, so maybe he pushed him overboard.
Treasure! I yield!
Ta-da. Maybe he was drowned by him. No, but no, wait, no, because he's not in the list of disappearances, I don't think. Two people disappeared. Who disappeared? Actually, no, of course we know that he died. Because we can see that he died. Like we know how he died. I don't know, Claude? No, because he can't be. Maybe he's alive. Was he decapitated? Executed? Because we can't. His body isn't here anymore. Actually, it wouldn't be on that one. It'd be on this one. No, it wouldn't. It'd be on that one. Yeah, I've seen the moment of his death. I was just staring at it, and he doesn't die in the moment of death. He's in the process of dying. He hasn't been killed yet. He's being, if you showed me what was happening, I would tell you he's being clawed by a man. Fuck it, we're sticking, no, not that one. Oh, crushed by man. I don't know. Torn apart? Look, that does not look like a man being killed. That looks like a man gently fucking... But I've looked at the scenes before or after. That's why I'm having trouble discerning. I also have trouble navigating this section of the game. Trying to figure out what is happening before and after is rather difficult here. So let's go to here. Especially when if I go too far in one direction, I then have to go through the door and start again. Is that him there? Oh, there we go. He's got a knife in his shoulder. It would have been nice if, you know, he had a knife in his hand when he was being attacked. But you know what? It's fine. There we go. No, he didn't. Ugh. Blame the game, not me. I don't think I've identified everyone. I think there's still this guy here, but as far as I'm aware, he wasn't named during this whole scene. So we still haven't got confirmation of Martin Parrott. Although it seems he. Have we not actually seen what happened to him? First appears here in whatever this is. You know what, I'm gonna change this to for now to illness. Just in case. I can change it if I need to. Oh, excuse me. So he's in here somewhere doing things. But I don't really need to know. I'm pretty certain I know who he is. What I need to know is where he is. Am I still looking at the right guy? Yes. So the last time I see him is here. But I don't actually have confirmation that he's gone. So is he just alive? Wait. Give me a sec. No. Where is it? Here. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, no, I haven't got... I'm not able to get into the lazarette. Okay. Does getting back on the boat with the men do anything? Like, is that anything that I need to... Should I do with it? Because I haven't done that in a while. I haven't done anything new in a while. Because that is the only chapter that I haven't got. It is not rhetorical. That is a real question. Yeah. Because he was like, yo, you need to get back on the boat. Got an idea. The, Give me a sec. I've got a thought. There's a thought in my head. I don't think it's going to... it's not going to drastically change anything. Because if it is, then if I'm correct, then it's doesn't really it's not going to change anything. That box there's the one that we came on with, is my assumption, is my theory, and the guy that we're returning to is a H.E. Henry Evans, the surgeon. So he's alive in the UK. Just figuring stuff out, but that does mean that potentially other... I mean, I assume he's okay in the UK. I can't remember. I don't actually get to see any of like the... Oh, there is some prefix here. Oh yeah, Henry Evans, it says there. See, in Morocco... Wait, hold on. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expect the stage to come to the ship's tail. Page of the book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basics. Your hands. Next page of the sea building the first time since time. I've used the pocket watch to determine the identity of the fate of one road. And return the book by guarantee post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. So he's in Morocco. he? You're in Morocco. Right, I mean, Morocco is in Africa. Yeah. There we go. I want you to know I was already looking at where he was before you asked where he is. Dun 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 dun. Did he say it was an illness? Ah, okay. Well, I had just heard non-contagious. I didn't hear the illness part. I was just going on. I was too busy thinking about it not being TB. You say it's not TB. It's not contagious. Didn't pick. You probably picked it up somewhere. Poisoning. Still no idea who this is. Although... he's the only steward that we haven't, like, labelled yet. Everyone else wearing the steward's attire has a name attached to it. So I'm going to assume that he's the only steward that we haven't labelled yet. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, he's the guy that got shot by someone that we don't know. But currently, the guy that we don't know, I do have down as the gun. No, not the gunner's mate. The bosun's mate. But I don't think that's true. I don't think the guy I've got down as the bosun's mate is actually the bosun's mate. I don't know who the bosun's mate is. I've got no idea who that other guy is. This guy. What's he look like? Does he look like he doesn't look like a bosun's mate. He doesn't really look. He just looks like a generic seaman. I think it's George Shirley. How do I like the game? I mean, it's not bad. It's all right. I would definitely not have played and or gotten this far playing it off stream. As in, I would have given up. And it's getting to we're beginning to get to, if not already be in, the more tedious part of it. Where we're just trying to pick up the little bits that we can for like all these thousands of seamen and topmen. All the more important characters are pretty much easier to figure out. And so it's now getting to the more tedious bit where it's just a bit annoying to have to do everything. That, and I'm feeling irritable. I've got a slight headache and I'm feeling hot, so I'm going to leave it here. So my opinions on the game are significantly diminished by being in a just a suboptimal position. So I will be back next time to try and finish off some more people for this. We're still trying to find whoever has a woman on their wrist. I'm gonna assume because it's a tattoo, it'll be one of the seamen or the top men that has that. Because that's just generally the sort of people that I think would have tattoos. But yeah, we've done a decent amount. I've solved 30 fates and solved all of them for chapter 2. So I think I've actually solved more than that. It's just what my achievements page is telling me. I think I've solved a little bit more than 30. Anyway, I'll be back next time I stream, which will probably be next week. So that's it for me today. Take care. Thank you for watching, and bye bye. You too. It's the first time I've ever said that. The first time I've ever wished someone a good weekend. Congratulations.